All right, Brickmaniacs, welcome back to a normal human episode of Brickmania TV. First, we talk about this.
Ooh, what's that?
I don't know. What is this, Dan?
PT-109. This is a huge kit.
Why am I showing people this?
Because they're almost sold out. I think they're like 1 or 2 copies away from being sold out. And then the only way you're going to get it is once you might get it.
The only way
is if you subscribe to Brickmania TV. One lucky winner, one lucky subscriber will win this kit.
Right. You have to be subscribed in order to win this. 20,000 subscribers. We're going to get there. First, we're going to give away the
LCVP. The
LCVP.
15,000 subscribers, you get one of these bad boys. Well, somebody gets this. Some lucky winner will get this. I can't guarantee you'll win, but I can guarantee you won't win if you don't subscribe.
Describe.
Don't
describe us.
Subscribe,
okay,
right.
I'm going to keep talking.
Right. Yeah, too much coffee today at Brickmania.
Today on Brickmania TV, Dan talks about the Iraqis.
This is the BRDM. In fact, the BRDM-2, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
And it does have an Iraqi flag on it. It is not an Iraqi vehicle. It's actually a Russian, Soviet design. Mm-hmm. So basically, BRDM, if we can translate it into Russian, it means something like amphibious scout vehicle that's with armor or something like that.
It's like an exact translation.
Something like that, yeah. But it would be like in Russian, so I couldn't even pronounce it.
I'm fluent in pretending to know Russian, so.
Yeah.
Where are we going? I don't know what's going on.
Right, BRDM. BRDM.
So this was used by the Iraqi forces.
Right. We're continuing on with our Operation Desert Storm theme.
Hashtag Desert Storm Bricks.
Yes. For your chance to win something even cooler. No, something else.
Something less cool.
There'll be cool. Yeah, we'll explain how to do that later. Anyway, back to the BRDM. So this is a amphibious reconnaissance vehicle. Developed by the Soviet Union after World War II and used widely by the Soviet Union, Russia, and then of course sold around the world to people governments looking for this kind of thing.
Right. Great for Iraqi amphibious assaults.
Right. Yeah. All that
desert.
That moisture. But they did use it. This is in during Operation Desert Storm when the Iraqis momentarily invaded Saudi Arabia. They sent a whole bunch of armored vehicles across the border, and among them was the BRDM-2 in this case.
Yep.
So let's just go over some features.
Yeah, go for it.
So we do include a guide, but you have opening hatches for your commander. Drop your guys in there. The opening compartments, whatever the visors for the driver. This is an amphibious vehicle, so you do have a swim vane. Say we were crossing the Euphrates River, and it does have a water jet in the back, which is kind of cool. So
functioning water jet, not functioning.
Yeah, non-functional water jet. You have to pretend it functions. So that's kind of a cool little feature of this vehicle, the BRDM. Also, which is kind of people miss this. It has a second set of wheels under the bottom, and the purpose of these wheels is so if it's crossing like a deep trench or something, they can deploy these wheels, and it'll basically mean that the vehicle won't bottom out. Yeah, it won't bottom out. It gets stuck.
That's really smart.
So yeah, and then they can retract into the vehicle. It's kind of cool. So I did put those on this. You do have a gun. There's different versions of this with different guns, but I think this is representative of the most common.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Any other features you'd like to point out?
Well, it does have a custom printed Iraqi minifig. It apparently has muddy boots.
Muddy boots.
Take off. It does come with the Brick Arms combat vest, but he does have his own actual period correct Iraqi uniform.
Got a little bit of mud on the bottom.
Yeah, he's got some dirty feet. He's been stomping around in maybe the Euphrates River. Euphrates, yeah.
All right. That is the latest kit by Brickmania. Are we going over one more figure here quick?
We can do a figure. This is just one of many releases actually coming out on Monday.
So we're going to keep this going. Let's bring in the figure. This is our latest standalone figure.
Right.
I guess loosely inspired by maybe some famous world leaders and officers at the time.
Isn't this the Iraqi Republican Guard?
Yes. He's the Iraqi Republican Guard. He's wearing a military sweater, and he's got that Iraqi pistol belt. The camouflage is based off of British jungle camouflage. And I guess they just bought that in mass quantities and used it with their forces.
Right, because they have a lot of jungle in Iraq that they need to.
Exactly. I think it's just a military uniform. They wanted to stand out from the regular troops. So.
Right, and you know, they really want to stand out. I think that those sweet sunglasses, incredibly poofy tactical mustache.
Tactical mustache
is a must.
All right, so that's a standalone figure.
And he's going to be, that's so Iraqi guard. So you have Iraqi vehicles coming out, and then an Iraqi Republican Guard. So if you want to upgrade from just a standard Iraqi soldier, you can have a Republican Guard, which were like the elites, you know, the super feared, you know, baby killers of Saddam Hussein.
Yep. So get
brick separators.
Get your brick separating minifigures here today. I think that's the episode, right?
Yeah, I think
that's the episode. All right. Thank you very much for watching. For more information on awesome kits, check out brickmania.com. Thank you for watching.